Caitlin Clark was just named Time's 2024 Athlete of the Year, and she gave her most vulnerable interview yet, even commenting on some of the most controversial issues surrounding her this year.
The WNBA is in crisis after Caitlin Clark spoke out and revealed everything that's wrong with the league. Caitlin, known for only speaking up when it really matters, didn't hold back in her latest interview. She called out the unfair treatment she's faced, from the rough play on the court to the league's neglect, and made it clear how upset she is.
She admitted it here that it was so much harder going to the WNBA, but also that she was able to rise to the occasion and become a better player.
Despite all the challenges and struggles, Caitlin stayed strong. Not for the WNBA, but for her fans who believe in her and the future of women's basketball. She's the reason people watch, showing that women's basketball can be exciting, competitive, and worth every bit of attention.
The players of the WNBA can't fucking stand her. Why? Because she's white. It's abject, absolute racism. It's total racism.
The WNBA is in chaos after Caitlin Clark exposed everything wrong with the league. Known for speaking only when it truly matters, Caitlin didn't hold back in her recent interview, calling out the unfairness she's faced, from rough play on the court to the league's neglect. Her courage lit a fire under the league, and now they're scrambling. Some players, like Cheryl Swoops, have clearly been dismissive of her, and though they might deny it, there's obvious resentment. Caitlin, a rookie who broke 64 records and earned a spot in Time magazine as Athlete of the Year, has been treated unfairly, with the WNBA focusing more on controversy than actual basketball. The league has mishandled her talents and the attention she brings. While ignoring her performance, her rookie season was a tough one, marked by incidents like being shoved and called derogatory names by other players, with no action taken by the league. Caitlin has remained calm, handling it with patience instead of reacting angrily, but it's clear the WNBA's response has been lackluster. The league failed to protect its stars or handle conflicts properly, and Caitlin's calm demeanor just shows how much she's been let down. Then there's the Olympic snub. Despite Caitlin shattering records, the WNBA left her off the Paris 2024 roster. Instead, they prioritized veteran players, which felt more like politics than fairness. Despite outscoring and outperforming others, Caitlin's exclusion was a decision rooted in preserving the old guard, while she's out here changing the game. What's infuriating is that Caitlin has handled all of this with grace. She just wants to be judged on her talent, not her race, but the WNBA seems incapable of doing that. If she were in the NBA, Caitlin would already be the face of the league. Yet, in the WNBA, she's being mismanaged. The media has made this worse, often turning every little incident into drama. While Caitlin is focused on her game, the media keeps trying to turn it into a scandal, and the WNBA lets it happen instead of taking control of the narrative. The league has allowed narratives about race, gender, and sports to overshadow the actual game. Caitlin has handled all this with incredible restraint, but it's clear the league isn't doing enough to protect her or promote her properly. Despite all the challenges, Caitlin is focused on improving. She turned down the new unrivaled league and instead is dedicated to perfecting her game. With a new coach, Stephanie White, Caitlin is already seeing improvements. The WNBA may regret how they've treated her as she continues to rise and elevate her game.